Today on the channel, we're crushing it again with the figure collections, bone-crushing superstars, Dwayne Gill, a.k.a. Gillberg, and Randy Macho Man Savage.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Figure Collections Bone-Crushing Superstars unboxing and review. And today we got Dwayne Gill, aka Gillberg, and we got Randy Macho Man Savage. But for all your bone-crushing superstar needs, hit up Figure Collections. They are Figure Collection exclusive at this point. I'm sure they might be in some other stores in the future. We'll see what happens there. You can also find them on eBay, I'm sure. But Figure Collections is the place to go to get these. We've unboxed these in the past on the channel. Atom Bomb, Blue Meanie, Ultimo Dragon. They do have the Sinister Minister out now in 3 different varieties. I forgot to pre-order that one. I got to pick one of the 3 of those up. Hopefully I'll get that on the future on the channel here. But Macho Man Randy Savage, a must-have and a big pickup for this line. Gives them a lot of credibility when you have a huge superstar like Macho Man Randy Savage. Not that Gillberg's not cool, but man, he doesn't move the needle like a Macho Man does. I think everybody would agree to that. And I have to imagine we'll get more Macho Man in the future. I think they'll get some repaints out there. We always say it, gotta get the most out of your molds. They're going to do that with this Macho Man. They've already done it one time. We did get that. We're going to call it the NWO version. 1 of 200 Macho Man. I have this in my possession. I don't think I'm going to unbox this one. We'll see what happens. Maybe in the future, but not going to unbox that one today. But 1 of 200 Macho Man, pretty cool to get a variant, a very rare variant. And we've seen pretty much everybody from this line. We've seen 3 different Ultimo Dragons, Sonny Onos. We've seen 2 Atom Bombs, 2 Blue Meanies, 2 Macho Mans. I don't know if there's enough meat on the bone for Dwayne Gill, but I wouldn't be against a singlet, long-haired Dwayne Gill from his jobber days back in the day. That'd be something different. That'd be something kind of cool, but we'll see what happens. But we'll also see how this review goes. As we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I guess we're going to start off with the Macho Man. Why wouldn't be Macho Man an all-timer? Unfortunately, not under contract to Mattel as we're filming this one. A lot of people are hoping he gets back to Mattel. But in the meantime, he's signing with everybody under the sun. We got Zombie Sailor coming out with him. We got the Grapplers and Gimmicks coming out with him. We got Figure Collections, obviously. Wouldn't be shocked to see some of these other companies grab the Macho Man if they can afford the licenses. I'm guessing it's not pretty cheap. So if you are getting the license, you're going to make multiple figures of the Macho Man out of the same molds to try to recoup some of the expenses. He's not a cheap get, I'm sure. But here it is, the old Macho Man. Bone-Crushing Wrestlers Series 1, of course. It does say the action is back. You got the Figure Collection logo at the top. A little bit foggy in the window here. Not too bad, though. Looking pretty good. Love the Macho Man graphic down there. Got his name as well on the bottom. On the back, you got the big old cross-sell. There's old Series 1. Unboxing them all on the channel. Make sure you check out the videos if you did miss it. A little bit of blurb, little description of the action here. Let's see what it says on the back. It says the action is back. And it talks about the bone-crushing sound effect, but I don't believe that is in this figure. I guess we'll find out very soon here. Create your own body slam and pile drive and headbutt and clothesline and fight to the finish with FC Toys Bone-Crushing Wrestlers. Each figure features lifelike detail and bone-crushing abilities. Does have an asterisk there, though. Not all figures feature bone-crushing ability. Well, there you go right there. And for even more fun, display your figures on your favorite shelf alongside your action figures from the past and present. These do go pretty good with the old bone crunchers of old, if you're looking to do that, of course, as we do know. But let's get them out of the package here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Old Macho Man. Hate to unbox it, but it must be done for science, as we do know as well. There it is. See you later. Oh, off the Detolf. Watch out. Watch out. But and there it goes. We lost the Macho Man. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? See you later. The plastic prison went south. Give me a second. Gonna grab the Macho Man. We'll be back talking all things Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah, and we're back at it with the Macho Man. I had to pick him up off the floor. He took a dive right out of that plastic prison. So a dangerous plastic prison. Dangerous, more dangerous than I assumed it would be, of course. We got the Macho Man out of the package. Little cowboy Macho Man. Always here for that. Now, the hat is removable here. You can take the cowboy hat off. The pink and black attack like a young Bret Hart, shining through pretty good right there. He does got glasses, and the glasses are removable as well. Some people have had the glasses fall off in the package. I can understand that there, but man, he looks wild without the glasses, I will say that. You do get the indents on the side of the temples there for the glasses to stick in, but he's got some coked up eyes. Macho Man just doing piles of blow backstage apparently here. Who knows what he's up to, but he's got the big beard going on, a little teeth showing. Got the hair going on as well, but I am definitely leaving these glasses on the Macho Man. It just looks better, and I think I'm glad they gave us the glasses with this one. He's even got his checkered glasses on. I believe he got these. Somebody fact check this. I believe he got these from Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick back in the early 80s. I think it was around the time of the release of the Doctor album, if I'm not mistaken. Possibly the worst Cheap Trick album of all time. And Rick was down on hard times, and he thought by giving Macho Man a pair of his glasses would maybe turn their circumstances around. And with mighty wings, they definitely did. So shout out to Cheap Trick, shout out to Rick Nielsen as well. Shout out to the Macho Man while we're at it. Why wouldn't we? But we do got the cowboy hat. We do get the glasses. I think you got to display him with that full look on here. But it does look like the Macho Man. There's no doubt in my mind. I know who this is. And Macho Man, he's got a Fist of Fury and an open hand here as well. Got the white wrist tape going on, and then you got the pink and black attack in the tights. All the way down to the fringe on the boots, and then the white boots as well. Really bringing it all back home like young Bob Dylan. Beautiful looking Macho Man here. And it's a wrestling Macho Man. A lot of times we get Macho Man, he's in his full-on cowboy regalia. He's got the fringe shirt on, all that kind of stuff, the big jacket. Didn't get that with here. Obviously a cost savings, but I think a lot of people like to have a wrestling Macho Man every once in a while. So I do like that a whole lot. And like I said, this looks just like the Macho Man. He looks a little cartoony, but the Bone Crunchers always had a little cartoony vibe. So for what this looks like and what it's trying to look like, I think it works. It's a slam dunk for me. I like the looks of this one. Now, it doesn't have the bone crunching features. I talked about that. Had a little asterisk on the back. I think to keep costs down, they're removing that from all of them going forward. And I think that's a smart move because I think at least 50, maybe 75% of these probably are never even being taken off the card. So it's a lot of money to put in for something that's not really being used. And let's be honest, no kids are really playing with these either. And if they are, they probably don't care about the bone crunching aspect of this day and age like they would have maybe back in the day more. I don't know. Choose your own adventure there, but it doesn't upset me at all. Arms do go all the way around on this one right here. We do get waist articulation a little side to side. Of course, head back and forth, side to side. We do get the legs that go up, and that is it. No extra bends on that one there. No peg hole on the bottom, so he isn't going to fit on a stand, but as you guys can see, he stands pretty good on his own right here. So a very fun Macho Man Randy Savage. And like I said, so far the biggest gift from the Figure Collections Bone Crushing Superstars line, if you ask me. An all-timer, a must-have for any Macho Man, serious Macho Man collectors out there. If you're a serious Macho Man guy, you better have this in your collection. That's what I'm going to say. But a good first outing here for the Macho Man. I really do expect more Machos in the future. We'll see what happens there. But now we turn our attention over to Gillberg. The answer to Goldberg, for sure, is Gillberg. And Gillberg didn't set my world on fire. It was kind of a time during the Monday Night Wars, like, okay, I'm going to change the channel probably. It was funny the first couple of times. Grew a little bit old. But then he joined the Job Squad, and his just fortunes went up from there. I think he did win the WWF World Title belt. Somebody fact check that. I wouldn't do that either. I'm sure he did. Yeah, he's an all-time champion out there. I think he beat The Rock. Maybe not. Maybe not. But you do got the same packaging design here going on. Little glamour shot of Gillberg. That's how I imagine him posing right there. So that looks good. Got his name down below. It just says Dwayne Gill. I'm guessing WWE owns Gillberg. But we know who this is. We know who this is. But looking interesting there. Then on the back, get the same exact cross-sell. Same kind of stuff on the back of this one. So old hat at this point. But Dwayne Gill, he says, hey, who's first? Who's first? Would have loved to seen Dwayne Gill and Goldberg in an actual match. I think that would have been happy. I just don't think Goldberg, he wasn't up for it. See you later. He wasn't up for it. He wasn't there. He wasn't a part of the joke here. But we got old Gillberg in the package. Is he going to take a header? Yes, he is. Oh, my gosh. Gillberg, what are we doing? See you later. Up high. Goodbye. Luckily, fell right face first right in front of me. So we do got him going on here. And an interesting one is this Gillberg. Man, a little bit of a bobblehead on this one, too, as he's kind of shaking about. And it kind of fits the gimmick a little bit. He does got his tongue sticking out like a young Matt Cardona or Road Warrior Hawk, maybe. Looking interesting there. Big bald head. Got the goatee. Not sure what I think about the head and the eyes on this one, though. He does got the eyes going on a little cross-eyed. He would do that, of course, from time to time. But boy, oh boy, does it make this one look overly cartoony, which isn't a bad thing. This is a bit of a cartoony line, the Bone Crunchers and the Bone Crushers. I do see that, but I don't know. I think I would have went with the regular eyes. It was an artistic direction, I guess is what we'll call this one here. Maybe they'll have a variant with the correct eyes. You can have both of them. We'll see what ends up happening in the future. But it looks like Dwayne Gill, and I think I can guess this as somebody handed me the head, said, who is this? It's a deep cut. Who is this? I think I would guess Gillberg there. I think I would. Bright pink tongue on him as well. He's been chewing some gum or something. Who knows what's going on there. He's got 2 fists of fury. He's ready to throw down with Goldberg if he needs to, of course. He's got the fisted gloves there. He's got the black elbow pads. Got that dotted line tattoo on the bicep, which is always funny. Plain black trunks. Plain black boots, plain black knee pads. Like a young Stone Cold Steve Austin Goldberg. It's like if they met in the middle, Gillberg was their child. That's what we'll call it right here. Same articulation as the Macho Man, arms back and forth, head back and forth, legs up and down, waist articulation. I was going to say, Macho Man's head feels a little bit more rubbery, where this is a harder plastic on Gillberg here. So it just feels like different material. That could be the bald head maybe, I don't know. But it does feel a little bit different in the material-wise. He does got those big old boots on him, those big old feet. We saw that a little with Adam Bomb as well. But an interesting one, and he's not going to be on a stand because he doesn't have peg holes, but he does stand just fine on his own right here, as we can see. An interesting one, of course, if you're only buying one of these two, you're probably picking up the Macho Man. But if you're all in on this line, you enjoy the Bone Crunchers of old, you like some bone-crushing action, hey, guess what? Dwayne Gill, Goldberg, he's probably for you as well. But both figures very fun in their own way. They are a little expensive, and obviously they're going to be. This isn't Mattel, Hasbro, NECA making these things, so the cost is a little bit higher than we'd probably like it to be. And I'm sure figure collections would love the cost to be a little bit lower. It's just not in the cards for something like this. It is truly a niche product, but a very fun product that does give you nostalgia vibes back to the 90s if you were collecting the Bone Crunchers when they were coming out, like I was way back when. So a fun one here. Macho Man, obviously the star of the show, though. I think we have to agree on there right there. But what are your thoughts? You picking these two up, long gaming them, passing on them? We're never a Bone Cruncher guy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this fair YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Macho Man and Gillberg, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.